Welcome back to the Mental Health Minute. I'm Dr. Emily Mayfield, a licensed psychologist. I want to thank you for watching this video and being a part of the Mindset Therapy family. By providing these videos, I hope to remove the stigma of mental health and help you find information that will allow you to make positive changes in your life. Please consider subscribing to my channel as a way to grow the reach so that more people can be provided valuable information on their mental health. You can also turn on the notification bell to be notified of the next video when it's uploaded. I'll post a video every Tuesday and Friday, so check back soon. So for today's video, I'm going to discuss what it means to be a resilient person. Resilience is how well you can cope with life events and whether you can grow from the experiences you've had. Also, stick around to the end to hear the tip of the day. These are quick tips on ways that you can start to improve your overall mental and emotional functioning. So the world has been a difficult place the last several months. You've likely have confronted one challenge after the other with little time to adjust to each new thing thrown at you. With the current world climate, you have little control over what's happening, which might make you feel helpless. Facing adversity is a part of life, but how you respond to the adversity can impact your mental health over the long term. Challenges you experience throughout your life can be small or large, short-term or long-term. Trials will come in and out of your life, many of them unexpectedly. How you prepare for and recover from challenges impacts how you handle challenges in the future. Each change or adversity you experience brings with it unique thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Adversity and challenges will happen in your life, so how can you best prepare for and respond to those situations? The answer is resiliency. So resilience is how well you can cope with life events and whether you can grow from the experiences that you've had. So what does it mean to be a resilient person? Someone who is resilient can bounce back from adversity more quickly than someone who does not have resiliency. When faced with deaths, losses, trauma, significant stress, and other adversity, a resilient person will be able to adapt to their given situation, find ways to grow from the situation, and use that experience as a learning opportunity. They don't get stuck focusing on the challenges and adversity, but find ways to get themselves past that situation. Some situations can't be changed, but a resilient person can learn how to manage their thoughts, moods, and behaviors while in that situation. A resilient person also feels they have some control over the situation, and this helps them not feel helpless. So it's important to note that being resilient does not mean things don't affect you. A resilient person still feels sadness, anger, and pain, but what they do with those strong emotional responses makes a difference in how quickly they can recover from the adversity. So let's talk about the consequences of not being resilient. So when you're not resilient, you become stuck in the adversity and it's difficult to move past it. This can be defeating and it becomes a snowball effect. When you experience one challenge, you struggle to get out of this situation and feel like you'll forever be stuck in the adverse situation. As helplessness develops and worsens, this makes it more difficult to get out of the situation. If another challenge develops during this period of already feeling helpless and stuck, it becomes even more difficult to manage the adversity. As challenges add up, you might think things will never improve. So how do you increase your resilience? Resiliency is not something you're born with, and it can be developed with practice. Some people will be better at resiliency, but everyone can learn techniques to improve their own resiliency. As with any skill, the more you practice, the easier it will become. So here's 5 ways in which you can start to build your resiliency. So number 1 is make connections with people. Having a social support network is a valuable resource. When you have people you can turn to during adverse events, it allows you to process your thoughts and emotions and get guidance from others. When you're isolated and experience adversity, it can make the situation more impacting because you are alone in your struggles. Work on building connections and finding a relationship so that you have people you can turn to in time of need. Connections can be made with individuals or groups, such as church or those who have the same shared interests as you. So number 2 is focus on self-care. Self-care is actions you take for yourself that help improve your mental, emotional, and physical health. This could be exercise, engaging in a hobby, volunteering, or any other activity that helps refuel you and you find value and pleasure in. When you practice good self-care, your mental health improves and you are better able to take on life's challenges. Another benefit of regular self-care is when things do get difficult and you feel overwhelmed, it's easier to pick up something you already do versus trying to figure out an activity during periods of stress. So number 3 is practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the ability to be in the present, free of judgment and expectations. When you can stay in the moment, you take yourself out of the past and the future where worry likes to live. During times of adversity, it's easy to worry about how you got there and whether things will ever improve. This way of thinking only acts to increase your negative emotions and makes it harder to see past the challenges you're experiencing. Focusing on the present keeps you focused on things that you can control. Number 4 is be willing to accept change. Challenges and adversity are difficult because they bring with them change. Loss of a job or a loved one, starting a new job, or needing to rebuild after a natural disaster are all changes that you are forced to adjust to. Fighting change will keep you in a spot that you can't move past and will be paralyzing. Accept that change will happen and use it as an opportunity to create a different future and not focus on the things you lose with the changes. And then the last one is learn from the past. Being resilient means you can learn from the past. Challenges will continue to appear in your life, and you want to learn from the past challenges and what worked or didn't work. When you can focus on why something was successful or unsuccessful, then you can better prepare for any future adversities. Start practicing on building your resiliency with the techniques discussed. The current situation in the world may seem never-ending, but you can learn techniques now that will make it easier to manage this difficult period in many people's lives. Don't wait for things to improve. You can work on making small changes now to become a more resilient person. So now for today's tip of the day, go color. Coloring can be a great way to step out of your current worries and thoughts and focus on a task. When you color, your focus is on the design and not on the things that need to get done. Find some time to pull out a coloring book, get some markers or pencils, and go color. If you enjoyed the content of this video, please give it a thumbs up. I look forward to seeing you at the next video. Have a good day.